Hi everybody, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. Chris here. I hope you're all doing really well. I've been trying a few more from Alexandria Fragrances, so I thought I'd share my thoughts with you. Do me a favour, and when the titles roll, kill a bit of time and hit the like button, and I'll see you in 14 seconds. Stay tuned to FM. Most of you may know, but for those who don't, Alexandria Fragrances produce inspired versions of popular niche fragrances. I've tried quite a few from the house now and I've been really impressed. I've got 4 more to talk about today that I've also been very impressed with, so I want to let you know what they are and talk a little bit about them. Alright, let's kick things off with the first one, and it's the Dark Knight. This one's got quite a lot of love in YouTube reviews recently. I've seen Big Beard Business saying how much he likes this one, and also Jay Copeland over on his channel, he even thought that this one was better than the original, which is by Kilian's Black Phantom. Main notes I get from this are rum, caramel and coffee. This is a gourmand lover's dream. If you're wondering what gourmand means, it just means it's a fragrance that's really sweet, much like a dessert, and this smells exactly like the kind of dessert I would love to eat at the end of a meal. It opens with that lovely boozy rum, which gives way to a really smooth, creamy, sweet caramel, which reminds me of just chewing one of those juicy caramels, and you're chewing it and the saliva is forming in your mouth around that caramel and you just chew it more and more and more. Anyway, getting carried away, but this does remind me a little bit of that. And then also in there you've got that coffee, which just gives the fragrance a lovely kick. So fantastic fragrance, it's classy, it performs really well. In comparison to the original Black Phantom from by Kilian, I've been wearing both side by side to test this, and I will say that Black Phantom just seems to have a bit more of a pronounced rum note in the opening. So for the first 15 minutes I do get a little bit more rum. This has a smoother opening, everything is more blended into one rather than having that rum punch out quite as much as in the original, but still a really nice opening. But after 15 minutes in the dry down, both fragrances align and they become near enough to identical as far as I can tell. So great fragrance, pretty versatile. This is quite a thick fragrance, so this would work really well in cooler temperatures, so winter, fall, cooler spring days. Maybe some cool summer evenings, but for me I'd probably say this one's maybe just a little too thick to wear in the summer. It is a great scent, it's a fantastic performer, this one is a beast. Put this on, you'll get 2 to 3 hours of projection and then easy 10 hours on the skin. I'm a big fan of Black Phantom, I'm also a big fan of the Dark Knight. I only own a sample of Black Phantom and the by Kilians are so expensive that I won't be buying a bottle of that anytime soon. I don't really need to. In terms of the scent itself, the Dark Knight is just a bang-on interpretation of by Kilian's Black Phantom. Highly recommend this one. Moving on from a dark and thick fragrance that works well in cooler temperatures to a much lighter fragrance that works well in warmer temperatures. I'm not giving up that rum note just yet though, because the main accord I get from Hawaii Volcano is a gorgeous white rum. It opens with some citruses and then it's followed by a lovely smooth sweet coconut. Think tropical beaches, think Tom Cruise serving cocktails in that amazing movie, and you'll be on the right lines. This one also reminds me of applying sun cream on holidays because of that gorgeous coconut accord that's going on in here. A lot of sun creams are scented with coconut and it just reminds me of being on holiday with friends, with family, putting that sun cream on. I love that smell. I said that about the original fragrance that this one is inspired by, and that is of course Creed's Virgin Island Water. I've tested the two side by side. Virgin Island Water isn't known for having the best performance, so what about Hawaii Volcano? I'm happy to say Hanny's done a great job with this and the performance of this is much better. The original, I'll get an hour of decent projection and then it'll be a skin scent for 4 to 5 hours, and then there's kind of not really a lot going on after that. This one, whilst I get a little bit more soapiness to it throughout the life of the fragrance, and not in a bad way, it's a really lovely kind of soapiness. And I think that's probably to do with this being a stronger concentration of that formula. But this one lasts longer on the skin. With Hawaii Volcano, I'll get a solid 2 hours of projection and then it'll stay as a strong skin scent for 7 to 8 hours. so it does fix those performance issues, and that is very acceptable for a light, warmer weather fragrance in my opinion. So Hawaii Volcano is a fantastic alternative to Creed's Virgin Island water, especially if you had issues with the performance. I've recently put together my top 10 spring list, and this one came in at number 2. This is Baraonda from the house of Nasomatto. This is a lovely boozy fragrance. The main accord I get from this is a beautiful smooth whiskey. There's some musk in there and there's woods to provide some depth, but it's a lovely smooth fragrance. Very classy, very refined. It's not that cheap for this tiny 30ml bottle. I think in the UK, full retail, you're paying in the region of about £120, so quite a lot of money. You do get a lovely bottle and you are getting a gorgeous scent. If you want to have a scent the same as this one, and you don't mind not having this bottle, Alexandria, of course, are going to help you out. They have a fragrance called the Godfather. To my nose, the Godfather is just a perfect interpretation of Baraonda. I get the same accords, I get the same beautiful smooth whiskey, I get the depth of the woods. I can't really tell any difference, so I'm thrilled to have the Godfather in my collection, which will perfectly complement my tiny little bottle of Baraonda. The fourth and final offering from Alexandria that I'm talking about is based on a gorgeous scent from Parfums de Marly. That is Oajan, and Alexandria's version is called Apple Crumb. And what I get from this gorgeous fragrance is apple crumble. Apple crumble and custard is a dessert delicacy that we love to eat here in the UK, usually after a Sunday roast dinner. I'm not sure if you have it in the US as well, I'm sure that you must do. But apple crumble is one of my favourite desserts, and with this you get the apple notes, you get the spices with the cinnamon. It's a lovely smooth scent. It's not cloyingly sweet at all, even though I'm comparing it to a dessert. And what I've come to realise is the more that I learn about fragrances and the more I get into them, I really love Parfums de Marly's scents. They all seem to have a similar base DNA, and then each different fragrance has a slightly different twist. And I just find that Hani at Alexandria seems to recreate that Parfums de Marly's DNA amazingly well. So other offerings that are based on Parfums de Marly's scents I have are Royal Equestrian, which is based on Leighton, and I also have Arabian Horse, which is based on Herod, and they're all gorgeous scents. This is similar to those, but with that twist of apple in there. This is the kind of scent that is just gorgeous to wear. You just get wafts of this gorgeous spiced apple all through the day. It's a great performer. This performs really well. You'll get 8 to 10 hours performance out of this. You'll get 2 to 3 hours projection. So you'll be smelling it all day. It's a crowd pleaser as well. You'll get compliments wearing this. It's a gorgeous scent for others to smell. Again, it's classy, it's refined. In terms of when to wear this, I'd probably say, again, it would be more cooler temperatures, so winter, fall, cooler spring days, maybe some cooler summer evenings, but for the most part, I probably wouldn't be wearing this one too much during the summer. But as soon as those cooler temperatures come back, well, what am I saying, come back, they're still here in the UK. We've always got cool temperatures in the UK all the year round. So I probably will get quite a few wearings out of this in our UK summer. Anyway, Apple Crumb is a gorgeous scent. Highly recommended. I've got some good news for you. We've got a giveaway. I told Hani I was doing this video and he said, let's give the people some free fragrance. So that's what we're going to do. So courtesy of Hani at Alexandria Fragrances, he's offering 2 lucky subscribers a free bottle of fragrance. You can choose between Hawaii Volcano or the Godfather. All you need to do to be in it to win it is like this video, obviously, make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment down below. Let me know whether you would prefer Hawaii Volcano or the Godfather. It's your choice. What I will do, I'll contact the winners. I'll do a random comment picker, and whoever that tells me who's won, I will get in contact with you. Make sure your messages are enabled on YouTube, because I'm going to contact you directly and let you know if you're the winner, and I'll do that in a week's time. What else can we talk about? Fancy a discount code? Of course you do. If you want 10% off Alexandria's UK website, use my code MENTAL1. If you want 15% off Alexandria's US website, use the same code MENTAL1. Happy shopping. Right, that's it from me. I'm off to buy a Ferrari. I heard Bright Neroli's awesome. Please let me know what you think of these fragrances. Have you tried the Alexandrias? Have you tried the originals? Leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear from you, as always. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell to enable notifications. And until next time, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good. If I set up a Patreon account, can I get some bright neroli? Yes!